everybody, welcome back to Operation Weiss. This is going to be turn 15 for the United States. I have spoken to the necessary Axis powers and gotten all scramble orders in place and casualty lists, etc., so we can get right on with finishing off turn 15. That's all said and done. Let's get on with it. We have 7 technology roles for the United States. We'll be rolling for radar, anti-submarine warfare, improved factories, heavy armor, advanced submarines, heavy strategic bombers, and improved logistics. And I only really need heavy strategic bombers. Let's see how we go. Radar succeeds. All these, it's really nice that we're getting these, but I really only want bombers. Anti-submarine warfare succeeds. Hooray. Improved factories. We make a start. Almost certainly going to have no effect. Heavy armor. Advanced submarines. Heavy strategic bombers fails. And the improved logistics fails. So we got all these nice technologies, but that doesn't help us, but also it really doesn't help us. Okay, onwards and upwards. We have our purchases for the United States. We have 77. We shall be spending 77. We're going to be then leasing, we'll be sending a rocket to London via Triangle of Capitalism. We're going to send the French Marines. We're going to send the British and KMT transport. We're going to send the Nationalists Spanish a submarine. We're going to be purchasing a jet fighter, 1 strategic bomber, 1 air transport, 1 airborne, 4 infantry, 2 militia, and 1 militia upgrade for the full 77. Okay, we go over to our combat moves. We've got a few. In Europe, we've got a couple. We've got a couple of coastal submarines raiding in here. I can't actually remember if the Comintern raided here and got anything. There's no sub there. I don't know if he died or what. I'm going to raid it anyway, and then if it's already been done, then we just cancel the damage. Next, we're going to be going into Western Germany. I spoke to Germany. They decided not to scramble. I did initially say 1 fighter, and then I decided I was going to change what I did with these fighters, but that wouldn't have changed anything. It wouldn't scramble with 1. He's definitely not going to scramble with 4, and we're going to bomb the sub base there. In fact, I'm just going to leave the fighters here, and I'm just going to put the bomb in there just to simulate that it's going to blow them up. Going over to the Pacific, we have a few. We've got a few walk-ins. So we have this transport at the Marshall Islands. It's going to go 1-2, and we're going to liberate New Britain. I'm going to need an import because it is an amphibious assault, so we can go straight into port. So we're going to do that. Try and get all these walk-ins out the way first. We have another walk-in. The American forces in the Caroline Islands are going to go 1, 2, 3, and we're going to land in whatever it's called, that little place, Mindanao. Oops, there we go. So that's the raid for the United States, and that transport is going to stay in port there. Now, just realised something, but nothing I can do about it. Anyway, we were doing that. What else have we got? Well, this transport here is going to go 1, 2. And we're going to liberate Guam, and we're also going to take, I think that's the Mariana Islands, whatever it is they're called. I need a small United States thing. I know there's one somewhere. Okay. We have a Solomon Islands transport is going to go 1. I'm going to drop off artillery and a marine in New Guinea. I think that's it for landings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's all the landings. Next, we've got a fleet action. So we're going to be going into attack the 2nd fleet. We're going in with. Right, I'm just start picking everybody up now. It's going to be a bit tricky. Excuse me. 2 submarines and a seaplane. Everybody else here. I'm just going to slot them in there now, and I'll sort it out after the battle. We also have a destroyer. It's going to make it from the Marshall Islands. It's going to go 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 destroyers, 3 subs. Yeah. The 3 fighters in Midway are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have 1 space remaining. The tactical bombers have 1, 2 remaining. The seaplane's got loads. think that's everybody that can make it into the attack. Looks like it. I think that's all my attacks. Sorry, it's just all over the board, so I'm just gonna keep an eye on everything. I think that's all my attacks. Okay, that's all my combat moves. Okay, we go on to the combats. First, we have some raiding. We'll go up here. Now, the Germans have radar, so I believe they're +1, and these are coastal subs, so it's a +1. I don't think they have ASW warfare. ASW warfare, ASW. No. They do have radar, which is, I believe it's just a +1, so it's an equal die roll. So we failed that one. I forgot to mention I'm the red, but I mean, I'm always the red, so hopefully that's what people are aware of. And that's an equal roll as well, so it took these guys, what they were here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think I forgot to move them for a turn, so 7, so 3.5 years to get here to do no damage. So, well done, guys. We will do the bombing of the. Oh, before I forget, the Germans had improved construction when I bombed this factory, so it only actually suffered 1 damage. That's that bit of housekeeping out of the way. Apologies, I forgot to do that. So we go back to the bombardment. There's no scramble, so it's just going to be a bombardment and then a defense roll. So I'll grab a dice. I'm just going to use those 2 dice here. It's 2d6, and then this bomb was shot down on a 3 or less. Okay, so fortunately he wasn't shut down. And we damaged the sub base. I think sub bases can only be max damage for 3. It's definitely no more than 5. You can double check that. It won't be on the unit list, will it? It's fine. It's almost certainly max damage, and the bomber wasn't destroyed. So that's going to fly back to Southern England. Okay, that concludes all combat moves in Europe. And then we've got some combats in here. I think we can actually have 2. So we've got New Guinea. Okay, so we've got it's jungle. So we actually have a boosted marine. He's coming in on the attack transport, so he's +1. The artillery is sorry, he's infantry. Okay, let's try again. The marine's going to be at 3 permanently because he's going to be boosted. The artillery's at 3, and the militia's defending at 2. We have 1 first strike as a 3 or less. Almost 1, but no. Oh, damn, they got a hit. We don't want to lose. It has to be the marine. Well, it doesn't have to be the marine, but oh dear. Okay, that's just made this much more tense. Okay, so the artillery is attacking at 3, and the militia. It's actually is militia by accident. I think I did. I got a hit, so I didn't delete it anyway. So Alice the Marine and their militia is destroyed by the artillery. So New Guinea is liberated. Okay, that's that out of the way. I do think that's the only other actual combat apart from the fleet action. Yes, it is. Okay, so we're going to move over. So we've gone through the board. I have spoken to Mitchell, and he has elected not to scramble his land-based fighter. He cannot scramble his kamikazes because he used 2 this calendar turn. He's given me a casualty list. He basically said save the subs if possible. So let's get on with it. So we have 1 seaplane, 3 submarines, 3 destroyers, 3 fighters, 2 tactical bombers, and partridge in the pear tree. Okay, let's get rolling. There are no first strikes because there are destroyers on both sides. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so poor start. Miss. 1 hit with the destroyers, that's nice. 3 hits with the fighters, that's very good. And 1 target select with the tactical bombers, and the battleship missed. So that's 5 hits. Okay, so it'll be 1. He said save the subs, 2, 3, 4. 1 has to be a fighter because I've got his priority. Yeah, so that's that. So that hit. And it's 1, 2, 3. No, hold on. I think I've made a mistake there. I think it's only 5 hits. Yeah, 5 hits. So, and 1. Okay, target select. So I will target select his light cruiser. One of the hits has to be the fighter. That's those 2. That leaves 3 more hits. Okay, 1, and then, well, it'd be the advanced submarine, surely. If you're going to save submarines, it'd be advanced submarines. So, okay, so then those are the 5 hits assigned, and then they will return fire. Let's see, miss with the light carrier, miss with the submarine. The advanced submarine misses, the destroyer hits. The light cruiser gets a target select, and the fighter gets an SPR to hit 2. So, ouch. 1 hit and 2 targets at 1 SPR. I pick that, and then he picks a target select. Okay, and then that will submerge. Okay, so let's see. 1 hit. I will lose. If I take the carrier, does that mean that the tactical bombers can't land? I can't remember. If I can take it on the carrier and they can land, I will take. I'll take it on the carrier and keep tactical bombers. If I have to keep the carrier undamaged in order to land the tactical bombs on it and not send them to Korea, I will lose a submarine. I'm going to assume that I have to keep it undamaged and I'll lose a submarine. That's 1 hit. I have to lose 1 aircraft because of air superiority. I'm going to. What do I want to lose? That's a tricky one, actually. He gets to pick one, and then I get another. Hmm. That's tricky. I'll have to ask him. But because if I pick the tactical bomber and then he picks the tactical bomber, it makes it pointless in me taking the submarine. This is tricky. Uh, I'll lose a fighter. So this is the air superiority. So I lose a fighter, and then I'll ask Major Foe which of these he would like to take. Oh, hold on. No, I don't have to because I have the seaplane. I can lose. Yes, okay. So that will be the air superiority, and then he can pick one of these. So in fact, I am going to take that submarine. Okay, sorry everybody. I realize I've just totally fumbled this. Right. So I have got 1, 2, 3. Yes, that's the submarine. The air superiority is that. And then he gets to pick one of my aircraft to down. Okay, right, okay. This my final answer. Right, so we conclude that engagement. My apologies, everybody. That was a bit of I don't know how like, every single time I end up doing a battle, I end up just completely fucking up. But there we are. That will conclude the battle. So, the second fleet is disbanded, effectively. Um, the advanced submarine survives. Everybody else is no more. And I'm going to put the fifth fleet in there this time. And I'll just put that back over here. And I'll tidy that up later. So where's that submarine? Don't forget him. So he submerged, and then I lost a submarine, and I lost the seaplane. Where did I put him? There he is. And then Major Foe gets to pick one of my aircraft to kill because he got target select with his light cruiser. Okay, that will conclude all combat moves. So we shall go to non-combat moves. I'm going to move this transport from Wake is going to go 1, 2, import in Midway, along with, grab this as well, with that, with those transports here, and they're going to bring these dudes over. So that's Midway, and then I'll just swap this over. These guys are going to come over and go import, because I think kamikazes can not attack ships import. Shouldn't be able to anyway. Either there, because you never know. We have a destroyer down in Solomons who's going to go and attempt to escort this poor little transport. Man, I think the East Coast. So obviously those planes land here. Right, we're going to move in the militia from Texas and Southern United States into New Orleans. The militia in the Carolinas is going to go to Washington DC. This infantry in Texas is going to rail to Ottawa. I think that concludes all of my non-combat moves. Quick scan the board, make sure I've not missed anything. No, no, everything looks all right. I think that's it. Yes, okay. I'll tie this all up, press and save over, and I'll just message Major Foe when he tells me what he wants to destroy. I'll let Tactical know, and he can take it off on Germany's turn. Right, that concludes non-combat moves. We're going to go to placing units. Okay, so let's just grab all these. Right, so one transport is going to the KMT. That's going to follow. I mean, I could probably figure out another route, but we know the red route works, so we're just going to send this over via the red route and drop off and port in Nanking. France needs that's one transport. I need a British transport, a nationalist submarine, a French marine. So a French marine, where are you? Marine, British transport, and a nationalist submarine. British transport. Should have just done this before. Apologies, everybody. British transport. I will delete this infantry because he's just going to go to London. Okay, this guy at French capital is there, so in case anyone's wondering how he's going to make it, follow the red route to South Australia, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4. No, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in at British Malaya, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can make that guy there. Let's see. British transport's going to go there. Virgin strategic work is going to go into. I have to produce it, right? So I guess, yeah, London. I don't think it matters where it goes there. And then the nationalists, where are they? They don't have a submarine. Okay, I can fix that. And it's not American. It's nationalist. Okay. Right, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4. That was right, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and capitalism. Okay, so it's always a little bit. I'm all over the place. Sorry, everybody. Right. This jet fighter is going to go into Pacific Northwest. This strategic bomber is going to go into San Francisco. I think it's everybody on the west coast. It is. Go to the east coast. Okay, we're going to be placing a airborne and transport plane in DC. we're going to do a militia upgrade in Panama. So that will be these supplies. So that will make him a infantry. In addition to these two militia. And we have 4 infantry here. So we're going to put 1 more in Washington DC and 3 infantry in New York. Yeah, that looks alright to me. So that's all our units placed and then they sent, I believe. Okay, and then we go over to collect income. So the United States are now at 63 plus. Is that right? That feels wrong now because I've got the Philippines back. Plus, I captured the Marshall Islands. Oh, but I lost Puerto Rico. So yes, so I'm actually +1 -1. I don't know why I don't trust that thing. Anyway, so 63 plus 12 is 75. So the United States have 75 spend for the next turn. Okay, that one was a bit muddled. I will tidy everything up before I send the save over, and then I'll hand over to Tactical for Germany turn 16. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Ta-ta for now.